Are you interested in communicating with elected lawmakers and executive branch officials in our government? Here are a few tips for you. The first is to craft clear and concise messages about what you're going to talk about. Create like an elevator pitch of sorts to convey your main ideas quickly. Also, make sure to emphasize relevance and impact. Connect your scientific work to issues that matter to policymakers and their constituents. Talk about the health benefits of your work or the economic or social benefits, or all three, or other benefits. It all matters. Just because we don't talk about something in the lab doesn't mean that it's not an important impact. The next is, and this is probably one of the most important parts as a scientist that you can contribute that other people cannot, is to provide actionable recommendations based on your knowledge of science, offer specific feasible policy recommendations based on scientific evidence, clearly outline the steps needed to implement these recommendations. Since you work with data as a scientist, you can use data effectively. You can create tables and graphs, provide statistics, focus on data that supports your message, and don't overwhelm your lawmakers with too much details because most of them do not have a science background and they also don't have time. So keep it to the most relevant, salient data points. You'll want to make sure to tailor your message. So make sure to know all about the person beforehand before you reach out to them. Customize your communication to align with their interests, like what committees they're on, what causes they believe in. If your work deals with their individual district, you'll want to mention that as well. And lastly, make sure to build and work on this relationship that you have with your lawmaker. Make sure to follow up with them, maintain ongoing communication with their staff, offer to serve as a resource for scientific information in your area of expertise. Feel free to get in touch with me if you use these tips and we're able to get some meaningful policy discussions and reforms happening. I'd love to hear about what you're working on. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our future science policy and science communication tips.